It's a shame, chat. It's a real shame. Sometimes you gotta put the old dog down, you know? Sometimes you gotta put the dog. Put the dog down. Insane, Doskar. Insane. I don't know, dude. I don't know what just happened. I couldn't tell you. My entire setup just fucking exploded. And I have a $5,000 computer setup. Absolutely insane. Sorry, guys. I don't know what. I don't know. The last few weeks have been so troll when it comes to like tech shit. It's so annoying.
Big nightmare.
So frustrating. How's everyone doing, dude? G Money, baby. Baka, Doskar, Cigarette, Koozie, Izzy. What up, good looking? Wake up, Jeff. What's going on? Gotta close out the Pornhub. Shit. Might be right. Insane, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone doing, dude? Sorry about that, guys. I don't know, dude. The shit just went up in smoke. I don't know what to tell you.
On the bright side, that was the end of the weekly cooldown.
I mean, I wanted to sit there and chat with the chat about what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear your guys' thoughts before obviously moving forward. How much better... Riley, what's going on, dude? How much better would the game be overall if you had to depend less on add-ons? Drivers updated? Yeah, they are. Stud. How we doing, dude? What is that?
I can't even read what that says.
Go easy on the PC. Not gonna lie, stream to Twitch for now. Nah, dude. I mean, that shouldn't affect my PC that much. It really shouldn't. It's just occasionally there'll be some, I don't know, explosion on my computer due to fucking Xfinity.
What if one day we're literally here and the last thing they see is fire, an explosion coming at our faces?
Why?
We're burning alive because
what?
Because of your computer explodes.
We're burning alive?
Yeah, we just get burned alive, like to a crisp.
Look at that, to a crisp. Yo, really quick, chat. I need you guys once again, dude. Officers, all hands on deck. Yo, we absolutely need you guys to promote this in the guild again one more time. Promote it that we're live on Twitch. Promote it that we're live on YouTube. We had like, I think like 56 people in here, so that would have been pretty cool to, you know, keep that going. You know what I mean? So if you guys can, please help us out.
What are you doing there? You wanna wait before we go into the next segment?
This is my racial dance and well.
Are we waiting before the next segment? You think, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, I want to talk about Max's insane event going on tonight. If you are into random battlegrounds, get in there with Max. They're running what he calls a full stack. So get on in there. Message Max. Max, tell the people about what you're doing. You're sleeping for his full stack, bro? Really?
Over, chat. We had a good run. Lance, ship it in. Take
Guys,
over. We're going to a single stream. Let me go to the full cam here.
Turns out, good thing because you're getting kicked off my show next week anyway.
Where's
I'm
Lance?
getting a new co-host starting next week. Yo, grow that mustache, right?
Get ready, chat.
Oh, you do. One character, Izzy Max, has been making new characters every day for the past 6 months.
Get ready, chat. Here we go.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Get ready, chat.
What's going on?
Get ready, chat. Let me get some Lances in the chat, dude. Big Lance.
Weird guy, you know?
Big Lance.
Listen, I just want to say to everyone, I'm so happy to have you here on the Lance
Do you
show.
think you're better off alone? Do you think you're better off alone?
Yeah, stop. This is insane. Make me very uncomfortable.
That's
You know, I'm like a background guy.
That shit is so much funny, dude. Oh, God. Doskar Baka Kong is in the chat. Riley Bunny, G Money, Cigarette Man, Koozie, Zero, One's Dead, Izzy, Wake Up Jeff is in the chat, dude. What?
Justin Steele is he's in the last line. Fuck! Damn it, I hope he finds this one.
Yo, someone message Justin Steele on Discord.
At Justin. We're never gonna find him.
No. Over. Justin had a good run, dude.
Hopefully he'll find it before it ends.
Yeah, that is cracked. Yo, Guildies, shout out the guild. Shout out the stream inside the game. Got a girl on OnlyFans making custom Sylvanas vids. Wow, that's insane. Actually. Is she like making like? Wait, what type of OnlyFans content?
You were right. Secret Man 420 is Justin. Oh,
because
okay.
The reason I'm saying is, I mean, even though 99.9% people use it for disgusting manners, you can also use it for like almost like a Patreon thing.
Well, he didn't tell you what type of custom video she's making.
That's what I was saying. So that's what I just said, like custom. Alright, whatever. Yeah. I'll just go fuck myself. Draco, thank you so much, baby, for the follow. Appreciate the love, baby. Yo, let me get some ones in the chat if you guys are hyped for a Wednesday night podcast. Night is about to go insane. We're about to move on to the forum freakout very soon. Hope you guys are ready, dude. Lock it in.
Forum freakout, huh?
Where's Tello? Actually. Didn't I raid him last week? Where's my buddy?
We did, actually.
Where's my buddy, bro?
Oh,
Redgore.
Jason Castanopoulos.
What's going on? Eben, what's going on? Good looking. How we doing?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that shutdown, huh? That was something.
It's fucking embarrassing.
It is what it is, bro. You know, you just keep trucking along. One thing shuts down, you just go again. Just go again. That's all you gotta do. It was kind of embarrassing that that happened. But listen, Eben, we just keep moving forward, bro. That's it.
It is what. Should I go? Absolutely. No, Justin Steele, dude. We were just talking about you today. Absolute fucking Chad, Justin Steele, baby. How's the kids, by the way? Insane, dude. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to kick off this next segment. I'm done goofing off. Are you done goofing off?
Yeah, I'm good.
Time to get in the freakout, baby! Alright, it's time for the forum freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the freakout. Let's get into it.
Before we get into this forum freakout, Eben, I just want to say we have a segment coming up that you're going to really like, okay? So make sure you stick around, because you're going to really like what's coming up next.
Shit, dude. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the forum freakout, the most crazy, toxic, disgusting, wacko player base on the planet. They get their own forums. We dive into them. We break it down. We see how ridiculous you guys look this week. And boy, oh boy, do you guys love this one. Can I get some ones in the chat if you guys love the forum freakout? This shit is about to go crazy. Shit, the bro got both streams. Oh my god, absolutely insane, bro, in the chat. Justin Steele with the ones in the chat. Redgore with the ones. Baka, my favorite. Let's go, bro, form. Evan Hart, Izzy. Everyone is in the chat. We're dialed in. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first one of the night. Lance, you want to go ahead and take this one?
On rating and min-maxing.
Oh,
pull down a little bit so I can see more, please. Thank you. Games should never be designed around min-maxers, or else you will force everyone to. Min-max to get in. Man, it's hard for me to see it. Wow.
It's very small. Right next to your face.
It's very small. My eyes are bad.
Why can I see it
Min-max to get any enjoyment or now viability at all, rather than it being the cream of the crop doing so. Min-maxing becomes the barrier to entry. This is why raid participation has plummeted alongside the player base. If you take active steps to make something easy as possible, you have no right to complain about the lack of difficulty.
Okay.
What? I don't understand his argument. You're not using your head or being smart. You are plugging your character into raid bots and buying off the auction house according to it, or going off of icy veins. I do not know where this mentality of I'm smart for using every single existing advantage possible at my disposal, even if it would make it less fun, came from. I'm guessing from these people never getting just because you have an idea that everyone else did and does too doesn't make you intelligent. Swirlied into them as a kid.
Yo, is this guy gonna make
Just
it?
talking a lot of nonsense, man.
This guy seems like pissed off.
You could say the game was always about min-maxing, but it really wasn't. You would always have that guy who would show up to the raid unenchanted and ungemmed, and he'd be middle of the pack of DPS, and nobody would care so long as stuff died. Save for one sweat who got profanely requested? I don't even know what that means. To cease any utterances through a 4-letter acronym. Worst case scenario, more people get AOTC and wind up trying out Mythic, and people who sell AOTC runs make less gold because of it.
Yo, holy shit, what a book. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped listening 2 minutes in.
I stopped listening to myself after
What the
first
fuck kind of
sentence.
form freakout is this, Lance?
No, I mean, he's freaking out.
Can I get some rip bozos in the chat? This guy's fucking cooked. Get us out of here. I already did it. Get us out of that form free. I don't even have the energy to break down mentally that guy's improper English because he can't fucking write something
I just want to
properly.
say, by the way, it's not so much my vision, it's the fact that the way that this angle I'm looking at the screen is kind of crazy.
It's pointed toward you mostly.
Not, you're a liar.
I'm looking
So,
at it.
I mean, agree to disagree, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not a liar. Why
you're
am I a
literally
liar? That's crazy.
The screen
All
is-
right, the next one is why not add things to the game people ask for? Oh, I
is a good
love
one.
this, you needy son of a bitch. Oh, this is good. Simple things have been asked for on the forums for years, and we get other random stuff over and over and over. I just don't get it. Can we get Worgen Tails? No. Can Drakthir stay Visage form? No. Can we get no scales? No. Can we have playable dragons? No. One-handed spears? No. Kilts? No. There is kilts in the game. Transmog one-handers on Fury instead of just single-minded? No. Turn a what? Wah! Wah!
The thing is, some of these things we actually have.
Wah, wah, wah.
I just want to say, we have some of these
Wah,
things.
wah, 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 wah. Big ass baby in the chat. You're a fucking baby. You're a baby. You have it. First of all, most of these are cosmetic. So try to take a breath. This dude is gonna have a panic attack over kilts and Worgen Tails.
And being able to turn off shadow form. We have a glyph that does that.
Okay. All right. Chat. We have to dive into this for a second. Chat, let me tell you something. If you're a grown fuck. Listen to me. No, I'm dead serious. This is so important. If you're a grown-ass man,
Okay.
I assume most people playing this game are in their 30s plus 35, 40, whatever beyond.
Okay.
And your biggest concern of World of Warcraft is kilts and Worgen dog tails. We have a fucking problem. This is absolutely diabolical to complain about in the middle of your day. Worgen Tails.
Hold on. But can I just interject? Tell me a female Draenei with a kilt wouldn't go hard. Oh, just said it.
Lance's lore.
That's my new co-host. Oh,
Yeah, that's
yo, he just leaked my new
Yo,
co-host.
all jokes aside though, this is insane. This is insane. This is a crazy tale. Female Draenei IRL is all I'm saying. That's nuts. Someone doesn't understand how important tail identity is. Yo, what? DK Frostmourne? What does he mean by that?
For Death Knights to be able to wield Frostmourne. Because they've never added it to the game.
Okay. Here's a DDR game mode at the Darkmoon Fair. Here's Battle Pets. Here's yeah, but these are all separate teams. I don't get it. The base asks for a lot of simple things, but it never happens. The big ask, like, bring back class halls. I love that. I will say, okay, that's the one good point this guy's made.
Yeah,
class
but
order halls are really
You
cool.
can't spam class
Yeah,
order
but
halls every
I
expansion.
was just gonna say also, why would they have it permanently? That doesn't make any sense. Yo, where can I cop the merch? Did I put? Is it store? Is it merch? Dude, I made these commands. I'm not crazy.
Sky, it's not looking very good for you, bud.
Dude, I made the commands. I spent like
Why don't
45
you-
minutes doing everything today.
Why don't you go cry home to mom?
Oh!
Oh shit.
Wow, you're talking crazy shit today. You're talking crazy. Big Rip Bozo in the chat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get this kid out of here.
That's insane.
The limited time merch, guys. Go check it out. That's insane, though. I'll throw a bone after use the game. Deathmatch back to voice effect. I mean, obviously, that's shit I've never left in the game. That's funny, man. I want to see what other people... Thanks for sharing. I was just wondering what your reaction would be. Is this where we restate the obvious S-tier ask? Tail options for Worgen. This guy's name is Kitsuera, and he's a Worgen druid. Yeah, I mean, sure. Why are all these people like furries or dragons in here?
I believe they prefer to be called scalies, you insensitive fuck. Watch your tongue. They're scalies and furries.
So if I want to
Jesus
cosplay as a
Christ.
baby, are you going to call me Diaper? For my diaper? Diapies? Like, why are we talking? What is going on? This is World of Warcraft. What are we
Bro.
doing? Maybe Dad was right.
I'm a ginger.
Maybe Dad was right. I gotta get rid of this fucking dream of mine. This is crazy. I'm doing this on a Wednesday night is insane.
Hey, we're out here, you know?
This is absolutely
Time to go to the next Freakout, huh?
fucking insane. Oh my.
I love this one.
Make highest level gear obtainable for completely solo players. Oh, daddy. There should be a mechanism where solo players can obtain the highest level gear without playing in a guild or pugging for a group. Some people simply want to be alone. Personally, it's okay with me if it's harder to get there solo, but it should be possible in some way. Some suggestions are having much higher level delves. Another idea would have AI NPCs that could be used to complete missing all other slots in the raid party. Such NPCs do not need to be generic. Okay, can I ask this question? What would you need the best gear in the game for if you can already complete all the solo content alone as is? Do you want to solo raids?
Thing is,
What am I hearing? So this person just wants to play an RPG on Xbox.
yeah.
What am I hearing right now? Chat, do you guys think solo players should get the best gear in the game? Can I ask her to say there's always time for a comeback? Wait, who? The girl that was in the chat? This person?
There's no...
Who are we talking about? Play a different game. Yeah, that's insane. Tell me, Lance, what do you think?
There has to be some sort of aspirational content for solo. Even if they could never get that gear, it's nice to be like...
This is
nice to see people with it. Right?
No,
Like,
this is insane.
also, we are still playing an MMORPG. Like, while
Absolutely.
I'm 100% for, there should be content for solo players to do. It's good to have content for them to do, but they don't need the best gear. You don't need the best gear.
But why? Yeah, why would you even need the best gear for? But for what? What's the actual purpose? Because if you can already complete the hardest delves, which are tier 11s, which they're advancing and, you know, scaling and making different and expanding upon as well. But if you're doing that already,
You're good.
you're done. If you're for completely solo, you could do that and maybe try to do some cheeky solo dungeon challenge or some shit.
The
But
fact that you can now get to, what is it, 671?
to stand outside the auction house and flex, yo, for real, like, what are we talking about?
You don't need that.
That is insane. By the way, guys, if you guys want to support, if you're here on YouTube, you can go on our Twitch. We are streaming live, duo stream. Get the second monitor up for absolutely free. Help us out. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Better NPCs can be attained as a reward in the same way mounts are awarded. Additionally, AI NPCs can be programmed to make mistakes similar. What the
To be honest
fuck
with you,
am I hearing?
I really thought that whoever made this was someone from our chat.
Wait, no, this is a troll. There's no way. Additionally, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this very carefully. Additionally, AI NPCs that Blizzard makes could be now programmed to make mistakes similar to the way humans make mistakes. What did I just read? So you want to play with players?
But AI. But not players. Actually, there's a private server that's doing that right now. Where you could just make a whole world.
Wait, so they
AI.
want the humanity and mistakes,
Yeah, they want that implemented.
but they don't want to actually play with a human.
Yeah, because they want to just do it on their time. Actually makes a lot of sense. Actually, I'm kind of on board with this now.
All right, you're trolling. Stop.
No, I think...
Maybe they want to push keys with followers. Yeah, maybe he wants to RP bang the freaking paladin.
No,
lady.
I want to push.
What am I hearing? This is mental. What do you need mythic track gear for?
What?
I'm down for this. The WoW community is garbage. I'd rather not have to be forced to deal with their toxic behavior to get where I want. This is insane. Oh my god, there's so many of you commenting at once. I can't even read it fast enough. Tell me you don't know how to make friends without telling me. I want the planet Earth to be empty of real people. Instead, I want fake humans that are run by UI. Can we convince the auction house to show us their... Wait. Can we convince them to show us their hot orc body? I want to get blood fear. What the fuck? I want to be able to yell at my AI DPS and tank and not be banned. Yo, transmog hunters want stuff too from higher content, and a lot of them are solo players. Also, isn't Bran already making mistakes every 2 seconds? Yeah, for real.
Interesting thing, in Liberation of Undermine, they gave you that chip that you could go and get a transmog piece. Not the actual item, but a transmog piece from the raid. Yep. Maybe they could do something like that for Delves, where you could get some raid transmog, just a transmog.
That's a good idea.
Maybe not heroic or mythic, but maybe the normal.
They should definitely tie in more solo cosmetics, transmogs, stuff like that. I know they did add on it this season from the 0.5, or from season 2 onward from season 1, excuse me. They did add more, and that was cool. But I feel like the type of transmogs they should give should be relative to the season that we're currently on. Like this last one, they were giving some random goofy shit.
With the Delve stuff?
Yeah, the last Delve stuff. Some of it was just straight
random. First season was the Hallowfall gear.
No, I'm talking about this season now.
Oh, it's the Undermine stuff.
No. The random purple pure cosmetic gear that you can get at the end that's random. Yeah. Some of it was goofy as hell. And don't get me wrong, it's fun. I like giant mushrooms on my head too. Cool. But like, if we got to be serious about this, right?
Well, it's because some of the delves are like the mushroom delve, though, right?
Cartel chip for delves, yeah, exactly. World of Warcraft, my hand in me. Yeah,
that's insane.
What the hell am I, like, this is insanity, bro. In a limited sense, I agree, don't know about easily farming to fill myth. No, that's psychotic. You cannot give the best gear in the game easily accessible for solo players. It's impossible. It's an MMORPG. We have to remember this is an MMO. And by the way, if you don't like the community, the World of Warcraft community, then you're not actually a part of one. So you got to join a guild. Do some work. Take fucking 20 minutes on a Friday night. Look for people and join a guild. I promise there's a ton of guilds out there. It has completely changed the way I look at World of Warcraft. Having a positive guild to be a part of. What do you think about Ascension? It's cool. Some of the aspects of it are cool, but I would never play it. I mean, why would I play something?
Next Freakout.
Why would I play something that could get deleted any second now? But I agree 100%. I think we should all get mythic track gear from solo. That's a genius idea. Yeah.
I guess we
Chat?
all lost.
Any of you guys?
We should all be able to get myth track from solo.
I agree. 100. Yeah. Ian says patch 11.1.5 failed. Can you read this like quickly if I zoom in?
Yeah. From the game director himself, Ian says patch 11.1.5 was a failure and okay, that goes. And we need to do better. And what do you guys think of this? Do you believe him that he's actually going to try to do better, or is it just the same old PR stunt in damage control? I personally think this is pathetic, and after playing WoW for so many years, we have all heard we need to do better, or what we have learned, yet nothing has changed for the better, and patches continue to release with problems. I can't post links, but the full article is on... Yeah, whatever.
Okay, Ragnar, what's going on? Good looking. How we doing, baby? Yo, if you guys are here on a Wednesday night checking out the forum, Freakout, let's get some ones in the chat. Dude, we got the brand new one emoji in the chat for all you goofy little goobers.
The thing is, I think the way... Yeah, the implementation of the way that they
rolled it out.
I think that was the best part of it. I think the fact that it was all laggy, or at least Nightfall was laggy and a mess at the start, and then they time-gated the visions, that sucks.
That's an issue, yeah.
But I think it was overall, like, I like what they're doing. I like the idea.
I do too. I like the content, and I thought it was pretty cool. I know people are going to get pissed off. Oh, but this is rehashed. Horrific vision, we did it. It was either that or nothing. Well, I don't think people remember how little content you would actually get in between patches. I don't think people are so spoiled nowadays by the last, Dragonflight onward. They don't actually remember. Do you guys remember playing Shadowlands? Literally, I raid logged and did my best to PvP for maybe 6 months straight. I'm not even shitting. It was ridiculous.
More, I think the first patch, like season
No, but I
one was
quit.
like
Well, I'm saying because I quit at that
yeah.
point. But it was ridiculous. Do you realize we're getting a new update with new content every 8 weeks?
Yeah, it's insane.
We're talking loads of content. That's insane. Nightfall, Corrupted Vision, or Horrific Visions, and Dastardly Duos all within 8 weeks. That's 3 forms of content, brand new. We're not doing. That's crazy. 11.7
rating in
11.7. We got the lore walking, which is insane for WoW's story. We have the overcharged delves with the new belt to farm out. We have there's the Arathi campaign, and there's one more thing I forgot.
The Greedy Emissary.
Oh, the Greedy Emissary Diablo crossover
So you can get your
event.
tier 2 recolors.
So like, yeah, and all the new cosmetics. I don't understand. Like, I agree. It hasn't been rolled out the smoothest. I agree.
Yeah, the roll's been pretty shit.
But the speed is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And I love it. I love speeding through and getting through seasons, getting to a new expansion, getting to this and that, because that's Noel's hype time. Everyone wants to live in that time. So let's get to it. They're not looking for ways to retain people and not have them play it all at once, get WoW burnout, and not come back and tell. Yeah, exactly. They're looking for ways to keep people around. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I got a lot of shit for saying that on that last video I posted. I got a lot of shit for saying I think it's a good idea to sparingly give content and not force burnout. People took it as
I think I'm
advocating for
every
time
WoW
gating.
creator knows whenever you're positive about the game, you're a shill, and whenever you say anything bad, you're just a hater, right? Like you can never win. You can just never win.
It's tough. Was it the bugs with the patch? If so, I don't see how Ian was even involved. If it's the design, I think 11.1.5 wasn't a failure, but a success. It's always fun when the crest captor are moving. Yeah, what about the turbo event too? That was fucking awesome.
You do have to add that into
The
it.
turbo event was so awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It just extended the end game even more. Like, just when you think you're done, you can still push more
giving
if you
us
want.
like that Dinar-like system in
Hell yeah.
in a mid-season of the expansion. Like, yeah, it's not the same as like an end of expansion season where it's like a fun season.
Yeah.
So they're giving you the Dinar, but I think it's been awesome.
Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are in the guild or in the game now, officer, whatever the case may be, yo, Melitas, Max, Zero, Candle, all you guys in the guild, let people in the guild chat know. I know we got 20 or 30 people fucking in game right now.
Whoa.
Let them know we're live. Get them into the stream. Help us out. I don't need fucking money. I just want people to enjoy the guild, the community as a whole together. So please help us out. In what way did he say it was a failure? He's talking about the bugs. I agree, though. They were mostly fixed pretty quickly, which was true. It was about 2-3 days. Quicker than Siren Owl for sure. But other than that, I'd say 11.1.5 is just as good as any other mid-season patch. Yeah. I mean, it's not like groundbreaking to where I'm head over heels. But I will say this 0.7 patch is actually going to be bigger than the 0.5 patch. Think about it.
Well, it also has a lot more...
There's new shit.
It's new shit, but also it's stuff that's kind of relevant to the lore and the story of the game, right? Like Nightfall, there's no relevance there to it anymore. Besides a couple of like the books that tell you about the Arathi stuff. None of it has any major significance to the overall game, but I think this is a lead into now 11.2,
Yeah,
right?
Fantastic Fatness says, all at once, it feels like I have to make a choice with what I
Same
play.
here.
And yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a choice. I want to all in one thing, all in the next, and then all in the next. I don't want to have to juggle and be scared and have to formulate a checklist for people every single week and be like, hey guys, here's your weekly WoW checklist. Get ready for the comeback kids. How about suck my balls? No, I don't want to do that. First time I hear, I've been playing WoW for 20 years now. I've taken breaks here and there when content dulls. But during the War Within, they have been on point with the release schedule of content. I agree, Ramph. I think you made a comment on our video. I could be absolutely wrong. Could be wrong. But no, I absolutely agree. I think the slower little cadence of it helps the casual player and keeps retention massively. It's not a time gating thing, even though they did time gate the fucking Horrific Visions, which is a huge mistake. But massive W's across the board when it comes to content release cadence and player retention. We started with over 20% less players than Dragonflight Season 2, and we have more players actively playing at this point. So even though we started with 20% less, we have more during this time, which is, it's proof is in the pudding. Even as a classic player, I have to admit that the War Within is actually a good expansion. W Evan Hart. Good take. Good take. Yeah, the active players is higher. Yeah.
Well, one thing that they've done is the whole expansion, it's always felt like there's something coming very soon.
Okay.
There's always been, since literally the game launched, there's been something to look forward to the entire time.
I agree.
You know? So yeah, I mean, you have to say it's good for that reason.
Mainly mention the bugs. I think this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is there anything left? Oh, there isn't. Okay.
Nope.
Shit.
I would
Chat.
Not the debate. Go to the new one.
No.
Sure about that?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's 9:50. Time to get them. Right, chat? Ladies and gentlemen, no more talking about forums, no more news. Time to get into a debate. All right, welcome to the Hot Take Debate, where each week we pull a spicy, outrageous World of Warcraft opinion, and Lance has to defend it no matter how bad it is. And me, I'll be on the other side, tearing it down and calling out the nonsense. At the end of the day, it's up to you, the viewer, to decide, was it actually facts or just pure nonsense? This is Hot Take Debate. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. It's officially time, man. The hottest, the scariest, the spiciest, the most insane debate on a World of Warcraft Wednesday night show at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. It is the Hot Take Debate, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to dive into it. It's going to get crazy. I hope you guys are excited because holy Jesus, good mother of God, we have a good one for you all tonight. Shout out to Lance for this one. We have, did flying kill exploration in World of Warcraft? Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. This is getting insane.
I want to start it out by saying right away, in some ways it does help, but in most ways it actually hurts.
Oh
now,
boy.
I'm not saying flying shouldn't be in the game.
Oh.
Because first off, I love dragon riding, but hold on. I don't think flying should be enabled at the start of the expansion. It makes it so when I'm just getting, and let me ask everyone else here, when I'm just starting an expansion, going through the leveling, I literally just go on my mount, go to quests, finish that, go to next quest, go to next quest, finish. I don't run around, I don't fight any extra mobs, I only fight the things I gotta kill for the quest, and I'm just flying from point to point to point to point. I barely even look at the world. Now, sure, it makes your go round after, maybe once you're done with all your quests, you could go back and explore it faster. There's nothing like that first time you're going through it, right? The first time you're going through all of these zones, for instance. I mean, let's just go back to TBC. When you first get there, you don't have flying enabled until you're 70, right? Like you can't learn flying, and even then,
Or is it six? Is it six? No, it's 70.
I believe it's 70 or maybe.
Was it 68?
Either way, I didn't get it
because
till 70.
I thought it was 68 because you could do those dungeons and start the.
But either
if you
way,
have the gold, I think it's 68.
I didn't have the gold.
Okay.
I didn't get it till 70, right? So it's like.
Okay, let's go through some of these people's comments really quick before we continue. It killed ground mounts, normal flying, no dragon riding. Yes, I don't do dragon riding. I do old school flight. Interesting. It was 68. This is tough though. This is tough. Walking through Classic is enjoyable. I do agree. I like the exploration, the visuals when you're on the ground, right? Nope, flying made me explore so much more. I hate flying, but I also love flying. In retail, yes, it did. This is an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to be honest. Right at the start of the expansion, I could agree that right off the bat, it might be healthier for people to run until maybe midway at like a good scenario. 60, or let's say it's 80 to 85, 90. I don't know what the level situation is going to be next expansion, but let's just say it's 5 levels. They should make you go 3-4 levels, and then maybe the last zone they give you flying. Because I do agree, like, I'm hopping on my mount, I'm flying to the quest, I'm doing it, I'm flying to the quest, I'm doing it, I'm flying to the quest. I'm not exploring. I'm not.
No.
It's not going to happen. So if you're on a mount, this is a two-way street here. It's very grounded. You're aware of what's going on around you. You look at shit, the ceilings, everything's bigger.
You have to.
Larger.
You're worried about your surroundings. Oh, I don't want to run into these mobs. I got to go around. I got to do this, right?
I will say One of the coolest things I've ever seen in WoW was the first time I flew through the War Within little tunnel into all the zones, but I flew into Hollowfall for the first time. As I was flying through, I was super lucky, awesome experience. As I was flying through, the crystal started turning purple, and I'm flying. It's a ginormous zone, and I'm like, holy shit, this is one of the best zones they've ever made in World of Warcraft. Visually, this is absolute insanity. Like, this is amazing. This is peak WoW. Now, would I have gotten that experience on a ground mount?
You could have.
Maybe.
You could be running through.
I could maybe be running through. It probably would have seemed cool too, but that flying in the air and everything in the entire sky goes dark, and man, that was awesome. That was awesome, man. I'm going to be honest.
Finish the campaign for flight. I think I could be okay. I think that's good, because I don't want to not have flight, especially once I'm max level. I want to just, like, let's go.
Yeah.
But I think finishing the campaign could be good.
If you want to go back and explore, then do it after. To those who were here for True Classic and Classic in 2019, from my perspective, my favorite part was the traveling. It made the game feel larger and more exciting to me. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's another thing, too. It does make the game feel...
Absolutely.
I mean, it's artificially making it feel larger, right? Because it's not actually any larger, but when things are slower, and that's the classic mindset. And in most ways, I'm usually against the classic mindset for retail WoW.
Yeah.
But I think when you're just starting a leveling experience, I really do like... I would like to run around. Also, I don't mind having to use a ground mount. I mean, I have all these freaking ground mounts I have no reason to use ever anymore, so it would be nice.
Flock says, as an old bastard, playing vanilla without flying was slow. Yeah. Ray, by the way, guys, leave your comments on the chat so we can get it on the stream or video afterwards so we can highlight it here live for everyone to see. Ray says, I'm okay with the mixture they do now. Some zones you can't fly at all, and others you can. Besides that, it can be a bit of self-control. If you are the type to want to explore, then take your time and do it. Then he also says, and if you want to speed level, then just fly. Nah, everyone's going to choose the faster option.
Whenever,
no matter what.
yeah, everyone's going to always choose the path of least resistance, especially WoW players. If it's there, the option, they're going to
Wayside, I'll tell you this. It was a couple months ago, I logged into SOD just to check out what's going on. I logged out after about 30 minutes. 15 of those minutes were me flying. I shit you not, I was flying from, I think it was Orgrimmar to Tanaris. So it's maybe like 4 zones away. But in Classic, that's... Dude, it was literally...
You gotta take the
I think it was
way.
a 16-minute flight.
You gotta go the long way
It's
around.
not just directly down. It was genuinely a 16-minute flight. I was like, yo, what am I playing right now? I'm like, is this... like, who has time for this shit? Like, I like exploring, too. I think griffins are cool, too. But holy shit. 16 minutes on a flight path for 3 zones away? Can I get a lock summon? Like, want to buy a summon?
That's why those are there now in
Holy
Classic,
shit.
right?
The trading post needs to stop giving us ground mounts when we rarely use ground mounts, but I need to get them out. Oh, shit. Maybe give the player a choice, an option at an NPC. Choose the speed level or choose the explore method, but you get that only option at the start of your level.
Everyone would pick the speed, like 90%.
You would have to give some serious cosmetic rewards to
Yeah.
the explore option, for sure. They should do that. Like, at the start of the expansion, give a version where it's like you get like 20% less XP, no flying mount, but you get like titles and cosmetics.
You got a title
That'd
for
be
that.
interesting, right?
I wonder if they do stuff like that, how many people would choose it then if you got a title or like a
A
trans.
title and a cosmetic from each zone.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
That would be so goddamn cool. Yo, chat, what do you guys think of that? Like, at the start of the expansion, an NPC gives you the option, the Explorer route or the normal route. The Explorer is, you get no flying mount, and you get maybe like 15% less XP, so you have to do all the quests to level up. But if you do, you know, level up that way, you get some cosmetics and maybe a title or something. I think that's interesting. Just a way to fucking, I don't know, do something different. Flying has been in the game long enough that it's ingrained into my WoW experience. When they take it away, it feels like punishment. Ooh, man. I remember playing 2019 Classic and going into TBC and finally getting it at level 70. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. I'm flying.
But I feel like, at least for me, like
Nabble.
under mine... Oh, what's up, man? Hey.
He said, "I'm always down for more collecting."
Now I'm glad that we held off on
Slow
that.
or not. Yo, we're about to get into your little segment in a minute here, buddy. How are you?
Yeah, but you know, like I found Undermine to be, other than Hallowfall, just because of how awesome that is, it's been my favorite zone of the expansion because there's no flying. Right, like you're just kind of hanging out.
Undermine's cool. No, I love the Undermine. I thought it was so damn just down to earth, gritty, dirty. Nothing too crazy, and like I assume we're gonna get something pretty nuts this next patch when it comes to the ethereals.
You know,
I assume we're gonna get something pretty out there and major story wise. So having that little down to earth section was really good. But let's go back to the point here, right? The point was, ladies and gentlemen, the debate of tonight was this. Ready? It is: did flying kill exploration in World of Warcraft? Whoopsies, sorry about that. Do you honestly think it killed exploration overall?
in the sense that on your first playthrough, when you're questing, most people are just flying from one point to the next. So yes, but it also makes it so you could just explore things faster. You could make the argument that when you're done and you're going back, well, now you just move, 800% faster or whatever, right? So the thing is, there's nothing like your first playthrough, your first time you see everything. So it's like if you don't do it that first time, I don't know. Personally, for me, I feel as though it's yes.
Shadowlands.
No flying.
There was no flying.
No, or BFA or Legion. You didn't get flying.
I remember, I actually didn't mind that. It made me think and believe, and still to this day, some of those zones in Shadowlands are some of my favorite of all time.
I mean, just one.
Well, Revendreth and Ardenweald are freaking amazing zones.
Yeah, that's true.
Maldrax is pretty cool too. I'm sure. Oh my god, I'm gonna make Navel puke in a second, but those zones were some of my favorite ever. I mean, and I think a big reason for that was because I was forced to actually be boots on the ground, experience that zone.
I mean, same with Legion, right?
Yeah, Legion zones are good.
How good is High Mountain?
I didn't like that zone.
I love High Mountain.
I didn't like that zone.
The only one, Asuna, I love that.
I love the zone.
Suramar?
Suramar was
one
amazing.
of the best zones ever.
I love Suramar.
It's top 5 for me.
I'll give you that.
I would just level through the dungeon to avoid the normal leveling route. Yeah, but that's when what Canadian Psycho said is you got to finish the campaign in order to unlock your flying, which they should.
Yeah, the idea is you would have to finish the entirety of the campaign before you hit max level, and you can earn some cosmetics and stuff like that. I feel like it would be a really, really cool opportunity to maybe dive into something new, something that people haven't experienced before. But what do you guys honestly think? Very, very important. Do you think flying, and this is just from an exploration and experience of the zone standpoint, do you think flying killed the exploration and the full experience you can receive from the zone in World of Warcraft when they introduced that? What do you think? Honestly, genuinely. Because I think a lot of people would agree. I think it did. And I'm saying this, I love retail. Retail does a lot of things good. But I've always had an iffy feeling on flying, at least through the first experience while you're leveling and progressing. Personally, that's just me though. Let's go through some of these comments here.
I gotta say, for me, yeah, it did.
Very Cold Soup says yes. Reno says, nothing like the first time you played and headed to the major city put the scope of how big the game actually is into perspective, I find. I agree. Speaking from personal experience, I explored more after I got flying. Okay. Shadowlands wasn't a bad expansion. If all you did was the leveling zones, shit, you're probably right. Interesting, man. Interesting. So, Lance, you want to give your final little verdict on this?
I have to say, I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think it did.
Your humble abode?
I think it did. It also just makes the world feel smaller. You know? So, that's all I gotta say. I have to agree with it. It just makes the whole world feel smaller, and I think it does kill the exploration in ways. So, that's what I'm going with. I gotta say. So, guys, Sky, what about your opinion? You didn't give yours.
No, I mean, I'll beat this freaking thing over the head a million times over. I love flying, and I think it does a lot of good thing for the progression of the game when it comes to modernizing WoW. Speed is everything nowadays. No one wants to spend hours and hours and hours on, doing simple bullshit. I don't want to spend 15 minutes on a flight path, so I mean, I get annoyed nowadays when I have to fly to Hollowfall. So I use my dungeon portal that I get from timing a 10. I just use it, I'll do my dailies there, and I'll fucking leave. A Hearthstone. I don't really like flying. Like, I don't like the work of traveling. So, like, any way to speed that up in the end game is cool. But if we're talking from a questing standpoint, I think the best way to go about it is right when expansion drops, do not release flying until the last level or 2. And then you're introduced to it, you're trained, you're accustomed to the zones, the continent, I don't even know, do something lore-wise about it, and then you're able to fly and experience everything. I've always liked that. In TBC, I thought it was really cool that I had to run through everything, and then out of nowhere, I have my flying, and I'm watching people walk around while I'm flying. I thought that was really cool.
That's cool, too.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know.
Just go up to what Kiko said?
Kiko said, made it, but I am here. Won't be listening, but I have the stream up for... Oh, thank you so much. Middle child's in the ER with potential kidney damage. Oh, my God. Man. Yo, Kiko, shout out to you, buddy. God bless you and the little one, man. Yo, chat, send some prayers to Kiko, man. Send some love, dude. Child in the ER? That is scary, bro. God bless you, man. Hope the little one's good.
Kiko, keep me updated, man. I wish you guys the best.
I will definitely check up on you, buddy. God bless you. Love you, bro.
For you guys.
Insane, dude. God bless you. Woo-wee!
People always find the next easiest way to level without exploring PvP. Yeah, I mean, well, that's just WoW players in general. They're always going to take the path of least resistance for sure. 100%.
That's true. I absolutely agree. Is this audio on? All right, let me pause this for a second, chat. Let me make sure the audio here is good. Check your ears.
My name is...
Okay, it is. Okay, so I need to now hire the desktop audio because I'm sure you guys probably aren't going to be able to hear this until I hire it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're diving into a brand new segment. First ever shown live here tonight. Let's hope everything goes pretty smooth, right? Let's dive into the creator spotlight. Alright everyone, it's time for this week's Creator Spotlight, where we shine a light on one of the incredible content creators in the WoW community. Whether they're crafting guides, storytelling, or just slaying in PvP, this is someone you need to know about. Let's dive into the spotlight. Alright ladies and gentlemen, dude, brand new segment. Let's hope everything's smooth like butter. Oh, Jesus Christ. Audio just went crazy. Oh, I am so sorry, guys.
Oh, you killed them.
That fucking sucks,
you
dude.
Just killed
so
them.
it didn't go smooth right away. Woo! Shit, dude. Sorry about that, guys. We're doing a creator spotlight today. Lance, do you want to talk a little bit about who this is?
Well,
sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about the ears.
Sorry. Fuck, dude. That's embarrassing. Sorry. I am so fucking sorry. Sorry about that.
This is on a creator that I've been watching since right after he made his first video. I think it was right when he released his second video on this series he's doing. It's been a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I really think that the passion that he puts into his videos, I think everyone in the WoW community should at least see, what he's got going on. I think just what he's doing is awesome. And it's just different from everyone else. It's not just news or guides or anything like that.
Far from it.
It's some stuff that's just different, and I love it. So I really wanted. I reached out to him last week about putting this together, and I really was just so happy that he could be the first one that we're.
Listen, let's be honest. Let's stop pussyfooting around. Everyone knows Nabble. You've at least seen his video, heard of him, reacted to it, whatever. It's the Zone Locked series. It's one of the coolest series to watch. It is so damn captivating. I don't know how he's going to get through it. I was just in his stream today. I think last time I checked, he was at about 31 to 2% complete on Shadowlands.
No, that's the wrong guy.
Wrong guy. No way. It's impossible.
You're thinking of the Shadowlands guy. This is Collect.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Okay, I was in the wrong guy's stream. I'm doing my homework on the wrong fucking guy. That's embarrassing. Lance, take over. Finish before we start into the video. Terrible.
Well, it's just one of my favorite YouTubers for a while that I've been watching, so let's play his video.
Hey there, my name is Nabble, and I am a big collector in World of Warcraft. Transmog, mounts, pets, I want everything. However, I was a one-class Andy for many expansions, and I wanted a fun way to collect everything that I was missing on my account, so I created a series called Zone Locked. Now, what is Zone Locked, you ask? Well, it's inspired by chunk locked accounts in RuneScape. Zone Locked is my challenge series focused around my Earthen collect, who must collect everything from his zone before he's allowed to leave it. I started out in Elwyn Forest, grabbing every unique item from vendors, rares, and even random mobs that drop zone-specific loot. And it turns out, there's a lot of them. Once I've got it all, I spin a wheel to pick to the next zone that I can go to. So I can go to here, or maybe even here. It's up to the wheel to decide if the next zone is going to be a walk in the park or a 100-hour grind.
You know what's funny is people complain whenever they're a new creator. I've noticed this. They complain. They're like, why am I not getting views? Why am I not doing this? What's going on? Why am I not getting the attention I deserve? This is proof that if you're creative and you take the time and you have a style of your own on something that's actually yours, people will find it. People will find it. If you're not copying and doing the same shit over and over that everyone does, because let's be honest, 90% of people just copy and rip off other people's content, you don't deserve the attention and it's all bullshit. You're chasing it for the wrong reason. If you take your time and do something completely unique, the viewership will follow, and he has started an almost like a revolution of types of content to expand out of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing similar things now.
A lot.
And, you know, sometimes when you, listen, whenever you do something great, there's going to be people who emulate, right?
For sure. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
How can a zone be 100 hours of grinding? Well, that's because dungeons are also part of this challenge. If a zone has a dungeon in it, then I'll need to get everything from that dungeon before I can spin that wheel. That already sounds like a lot, right? Well, it gets a little bit crazier. I locked myself to the max level of the current expansion I'm in. Right now in Classic, that means I'm doing all of this at level 30, and I'm only using gear and items from zones that I've already cleared. At the moment, I'm working my way through the Eastern Kingdoms, and I'm just about ready to head to Kalimdor. After that, it's on to the next expansion, and I'll keep going in expansion order until I reach the current expansion. Whenever that is. So if you want to see more collection-focused content, exploring the old world and finding what these zones have been hiding from us, or you just want to watch someone do a very long grind, then I think the Zone Lock series would be for you. To see the edited videos, check out my YouTube channel, Lord Nabble, or if you want to watch live and hang out with other collectors, my streams over at twitch.tv/Nabble might be up your alley. Again, my name is Nabble, and my goal is to collect everything in World of Warcraft. Thank you for watching.
Absolutely epic. And I'm going to go to his channel just to show you guys some examples of some stuff he does. And listen, we're posting it obviously in the chat, so definitely check it out. Like, I genuinely, wholeheartedly, like, you're missing out. If you love World of Warcraft content, this shit is just, it's just creative and awesome, dude. Like, let's go to some of his, like, banger videos. So he can't leave.
This is Collect, an Earthen who recently awoke from the machine. He wanted to see more than just Kaz Algar. He wanted to see what all of Azeroth had to offer, and what he could find along the way. So he set off on a journey to collect everything that he could find. Transmog, mounts, pets, everything that would be a new experience for him. However, as an Earthen, he does have a directive to follow order, so he can't leave a zone until he collects everything. This little Earthen will unlock the world, one zone at a time. This is Zone Locked.
I love it.
Welcome to the very first episode of Zone Locked.
Dude.
While our boy Collect is roaming around his very first zone to have everything from that zone, or earn weapons that Collect wouldn't be able to, we actually got it.
Dude, listen, as a WoW player, you gotta respect people doing stuff like that. It's insane. Like, this is real content right here. Not sitting here spamming the same Mythic Plus over and over. That shit's lame. Boo.
Listen, there's time where he's spamming the same dungeon over and over again, believe me.
Well, you know what I mean, though, but, like, in a different sense.
We are in Legacy Loot Mode, and, oh my god, this is the best. I got my best in slot boots, and I got the item off that guy I needed for the collection.
Insane.
Need for collection.
Yeah, no, this is... And he's doing it solo.
We'll have some
I didn't get the
every once
thing.
in a
But
while.
what
The cool
but
thing
I-
is that it's actually
Okay, we need to have a little conversation here.
has grown.
I'm at Rallickfin and I have been
He's
waiting
getting-
for this bow
I think I
to
saw
pop
like
up.
there was
It just
100
has
people
not
on his
shown up.
Twitch and
I'm
then
getting
another
annoyed. I'm
100
like,
plus on
where's this?
YouTube live the other day.
Insane. That's wild, bro. What a banger.
On a random Tuesday.
This item's going to take me a very, very long time to obtain.
0.13% chance.
Insane editing.
Wait.
Just drop something, please. Oh, I got the radio belt. Oh my god, after all this time, I got the radio belt. Let's go, boys. We equipped that. It's worse than
That's
what I had on.
insane. He's getting hype over
Oh,
the ratty old belt.
That walks between Elwyn and the other couple zones.
though.
Gonna run into something that's bugged like this, to really long grinds or
It
bug
gives
things
you
like
that
right now.
sense of,
Oh my god, I got it! That's right, I finally got the studded blackjack.
The studded
You guys, it was a montage. To me, it was 112
Yo.
kills. I went in and out of war mode and that really sped up the kills, but this was still a very long grind to get. I throw the blackjack in my bank to remember my challenge here in Elwyn and mark my first.
Epic.
yeah, it's
Bro, and this is straight up homemade
Direct path
homegrown
connecting this zone to another, I can go
made
to it.
from
So for
out of
Elwyn, I
thin
can go to
air.
Westfall, Red Ridge Mountains,
Wow.
and Dunmoreau, since it's
and also you could just tell it's someone who loves the game.
Oh, hell yeah. They love everything about the game itself. It's not about being the meta or
Not-
like
well,
parsing or
He doesn't love the patch either. He loves the
he
game.
loves the game.
Yeah.
The lover of the game. And that shit is so cool to me, bro. I love that. I love that. So guys, once again, check out the channel, dude. Like, gotta show some love. Show some love to my boy. Absolutely insane. Shout out to Nabble if you're still in the chat, baby. Yeah, let me lower the audio now just in case.
Definitely lower the audio so we don't kill someone's ears. Nah, you should just full scented, full
Oh my
volume on him.
god. Someone will kill me. Video audio needs to be down a little. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Thanks for telling. Yo, Nabble, honestly, we would love to even get you on here one of these nights
was
and
telling
just
him that, yeah.
just chat, dude. This man looks like Daddy Year. He is. I mean, look at the boy. Hold on. Podcast duo. Now let's go full cam. And
You wanna stop this, man?
back to do.
Yeah, thanks.
Woo! Yo, fun, what's going on, baby dude? Let's go now. I guess that's crazy. Let's go to, I guess, memory lane.
Yeah,
for sure.
big time. Big
Ladies and
time.
gentlemen, time to take a trip down memory lane, baby. Let's get into it. All right, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane where we revisit iconic moments from WoW, old YouTube gems, and the legendary clips that shaped the game we all fell in love with. Now, let's jump right into it. I'm not gonna make it, chat. There's no way. I'm not that smooth. I tried, chat. I tried. Oh, shit. Hold on. This guy's about to go crazy. Oh, shit. Yo, this was fun back in the day. Oh, daddy. This was Melitas last week. Insane. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dive into it, man. Memory lane. Go back on old footage from back in the day. Remind us where we came from. Dive into it and get those good feelings of nostalgia. You know what I mean, Lance?
Well, I think this is a lot of people's favorite segment on the show.
A lot of people are liking this one. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people are liking it. Let me higher the volume a little bit and see where we're at. Make sure I'm not killing people. Can I get a full screen? Why is it not for there? It is. Let me make sure we're good here.
Yeah! My nipples are all hard and I'm gonna poke
Wait,
noobs.
wait, hold on. We're gonna replay this. Hold on, because it's a little low. Hold on. What did he say?
He said exactly what you thought he
Ladies and
said.
gentlemen, it's the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade midnight launch, okay?
World of Warcraft, baby! Yeah!
Okay.
My nipples are all hard and I'm gonna poke noobs.
Ready to pwn noobs is crazy. I haven't heard that in years.
We're at EB Games in West Hollywood for the release of the Burning Crusade.
Waiting for the World of
First of all, how many of you guys were there for the Burning Crusade launch? How many of you? Let me get some ones in the chat if you guys were there. I need to know. I need to know. They aren't together anymore. It's crazy. You were? Oh my God. I need ones in the chat if you guys were there.
How many OGs we got in the chat right now?
Ramp, fantastic. Fud. Anyone else in the chat? Jay. He said I was. Skip school. That's insane. That must have been epic. William. How many other people were there? Jason Castanopoulos for the Burning Crusade launch, dude. Because I wasn't, and I'm very jealous.
Warcraft expansion to come out.
Do you guys play together?
No, we play different servers. He's Horde, I'm Alliance.
Oh, that's like separate bedrooms.
Wait until she levels up so I can kill her.
We knew what a magnitude it would be, but, honestly didn't think it would be this big of a line.
There's a bunch of noobs here. I can see them.
The dick.
Yo, he just looks like...
Have your receipts ready, I'll make it go faster.
I'm looking forward to the new Alliance race.
New levels.
Ramp says, I remember standing in line at GameStop and waiting to get my prepaid copy. Went home and played it till I went to work in the AM. Wow.
I mean, that's just dedication.
What a fucking legend.
I mean, that's dedication.
I went after work and then played till 5 a.m. Wow.
Did you
Missed
have to go
all
back
my
to work?
classes the next day. Yo, that's epic, bro. I want that. I mean, I do that now. Like, whenever there's an expansion, I'm a no-lifer. You guys should see me. Wait till the stream happens of midnight. But, dude, I love that. I love physical copies. I'm so getting, like, the collector's edition, but I miss physical copies.
Yeah.
Like, why are physical copies not a thing? It's such bullshit.
I like it just for the fact that you get to be there. Like,
I
even
love
waiting
that.
in that line, like, yeah,
Bro.
it's inconvenient, but it's just cool.
Guys, I remember going with Lance back then constantly to midnight releases of video games at GameStop. We did it for Infamous. It was Infamous 2, right?
Yeah.
We did it for Mortal Kombat, I think, 9.
Yep.
DC
DC Universe Online.
DCUO, yeah. SWOTOR, we were a little late, but we had to go to my I was in band, so I had a little trumpet action, little recital that night. But afterward, we got Star Wars: The Old Republic. We got the box. What else? I mean, those are just the games off the top of my head, but like, I remember those experiences to this day. Like, I remember going there, doing fun little games, like raffles, seeing if you win any free merch, and it's just so cool. Like, you see people there that think like you and act like you. Like, you're not alone.
They're also just interested in the same thing as you.
Yeah, and that's fucking cool.
You
Like,
know, I mean,
I go to school, no one will be talking about World of Warcraft. No one. I talk to no one about World of Warcraft.
yeah, because all the kids were afraid. Even the ones who played were afraid to talk about it. Losers.
So lame.
Losers,
So lame.
bro.
New weapons, flying mounts, new professions, new races.
I'm looking for World PvP because I hate Horde, so I kill Horde when I see Horde.
Love that.
Lord!
That's insane. Box is so cool.
I think I'm looking forward to my little pet that I'm going to get when I get the collector's edition.
I wanted the pet.
If someone doesn't play WoW, what do you say to convince them?
I really didn't have to say much. I got him into WoW. I got like 7 of my friends into WoW. My ex-girlfriend, emphasis on the ex.
I wouldn't talk to them if they don't play WoW.
It feels great. So who's hotter, the Night Elves or the Blood Elves?
Oh, the Blood Elves.
Blood Elves.
Night Elves. Night Elves.
I would say that the Night Elves are probably 17.334% hotter than the Blood Elves, repeating, of course.
My main is a Tauren Shaman. His name's Thangor. That's what I'm talking about. He's a elemental, so he's really into doing a lot of damage for as much as he can. I have an Orc Hunter. I have a Troll Rogue, and I have an Undead Mage. So I like doing a lot of damage.
What were you guys playing when you first went into the Dark Portal? What was your race? What was your class? What faction? What was it like? Like, I need to know, because like, I went through the Dark Portal, but I didn't really know the scale of what I was about to enter into. Like, I was just a kid. I was maybe 9, 10, 11. Like, the first time I went through the Dark Portal, like, I didn't know anything about the lore. I didn't know shit about shit. And it's kind of unfair that I didn't get to experience that.
Unfair.
No, it is unfair, man. I want that. I want that experience of like, holy shit, like TBC is about to launch. We're about to go in another realm of existence.
Bro, was Blood Elf Hunter? This guy was Legolas?
Oh my god. I was fucking zooming through it, seeing my older brother playing it before me, so I wanted to get in there fast. Human Pally, Dwarf Hunter, Gnome Mage, Troll Rogue on Asgalore, Orc Hunter and Undead Mage, Blood Elf Pally, Gnome Mage, Alliance, Night Elf Prot Warrior. Wow, that's awesome. I've always had a thing for Night Elf Prot Warriors, by the way. I thought they were so goddamn cool. That is really awesome. Always have been a hunter until later expansions when I started doing other classes. I was playing Human Warrior, Dwarf Warrior. Yeah, that's just epic, man.
Dwarf Warrior's fucking
Dwarf
fire.
Warrior's epic. It's all epic. It's just so cool that you guys can remember that and hold on to that and be like, yo, I'm going into the portal. Like, this is it. Like, it's about, we're going in a completely different realm. Expansion. WoW is banging. Everyone's talking about WoW, playing WoW, being like, that's epic.
Well, this is when World of Warcraft ruled the world.
Yeah.
PvC Wrath era.
Woo! Damn, Jason, that's a fire thing to have, bro.
I don't even have my account I started the game with.
That tune is still my main and always will be. Holy shit, that's epic. The Hunter from Vanilla opening made me want to play that. Yeah, for sure, me too. A Dwarf Hunter's cool as shit.
I definitely made a Dwarf Hunter to get a bear pet because of that.
Yo, for real. Was that the midnight release freezing in the parking lot of GameStop? That's epic. I remember we went to a midnight release once, and it was cold as shit. I remember that. I'm not sure what game it was for, but I was freezing. I remember a midnight release of that.
I went to a midnight release recently all alone. What was that for? Oh, the new Zelda.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
that.
went and bought that.
What about that? What about the Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
Remember that? We went to the midnight release of that back in, I think, 16 or 15, 14. No, I think it was 14 because I was in 10th grade.
I don't know.
I think I was in 10th grade. It was 14. And then Josh came over.
Oh, yeah.
He got stoned out of his mind. What's wrong with that kid?
I don't know.
Fucking wacko. Why are you going to do that on a midnight release? Why would you do that? You ruined the experience of a midnight release.
I'm a Rice Krispie treat guy.
Yeah, give me an Arizona, give me Buncher Crunch, and give me a Subway sandwich.
Mountain Dew, Code Red.
Yeah, sure.
For TBC, midnight release, you need Mountain Dew, Code Red, Doritos.
Hell yeah. Yo,
Some
guys,
pizza.
what's your go-to meals or snacks on, like, major gaming events? What's your go-to? Like, go-to meal or snacks? I gotta know.
Mine has changed completely.
Over the last, like, when? Like, 5 years?
Since BFA's launch, I stopped.
Got my copy of BC at the mall. They had to open the mall just for the release at midnight. They were taking... What? That is so fucking
insane.
cool. That is epic, bro. Hunting using mana. Yeah, it's nuts. Code Red all day. I had a big bag of McDonald's for the midnight release because it was on the way home.
That's fair.
Shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, McDonald's back then is also different from today. Like, in the shit that they put in there to an extent. And, like, the size and quality of it. You know what I mean? Mountain Dew Code Red, unless it's game full. Yeah, okay.
I got tomorrow off of work, and I got today off of work to level all day, and tomorrow off of work. So tonight I'm gonna buy it, go set it up, and
Yeah.
play
Next day
all
off work.
night
By
long.
the way, that is always a rookie mistake. Is taking the day off when it releases is a mistake.
Huge L.
You're supposed to take the day off after and the day off after that.
2 days
and then
after.
it'll usually lead into the weekend.
Because you know the first night,
It's going to be...
even if you get to
it's gonna be
play,
packed.
you're probably fucked.
Well, what about disconnections,
Yeah,
lags,
exactly.
breaking stuff?
You're fucked.
If you're a 9-to-5er and you got a gig you got to go to, work that day, have the stream up in the background, but work that day, watch the Comeback Kids, pull us up on the stream, we'll be live, twitch.tv. But the next day, you go hard.
Yep.
You weren't
So-
sleeping for like a whole day after an X-Pack release. I remember I did 28 hours on the Diablo 4 release,
You're insane.
and then I put out a video afterward that got
Yeah, I
like
remember that.
80,000 views. That was fucking peak. Way to take the second day off is pure discipline and maturity taking over. You gotta be.
I gotta work at 7. I'll probably play right up until I get to work.
All night until school in the morning.
Yeah, I got the laptop in the car so I can load it on the way, in all honesty.
I don't know. I'm just install it and just try to get like maybe up to level like 62 or something. It's probably gonna take a while, but you know, however long it takes.
I think people are afraid of how powerful we are, because if we were to unite, which we already have, and begin to take over the world, I think 8 million people now, I think that the world would be in for a big surprise when 900 shaman come running over that mountainside, you know what I'm saying?
There's a collector's edition on the back. Yeah, you got yourself the DVD collection with behind-the-scenes stuff. You get the soundtrack from the game. You get the art of the game. You get a collector's edition card pack. And the reason why I came, the Netherwelt pet. Free map with every purchase.
Tell me about your most epic quest or battle to date.
It's a map. Wow, that is just epic, dude. For MoP, I played for 38 hours straight and got Realm 5th Hunter on Manaroth. Couldn't even understand the English language because I was so cooked. Yeah, that's nuts.
PVC was so
rating
good.
this girl's molten core.
My favorite.
I've heard some of the women I know that play complaining that the new female character models promote an unrealistic standard of beauty. There's no reason for, you know, a supernatural adventure to have birthing hips. It's just no reason.
I'm gonna do an impression of my paladin, and one thing that I love about the paladin is that is healing. Is I get to heal my friend. They're like, they just do this and like.
He's a dwarf.
Yep. Bubbles and then boom.
He's a dwarf.
Yeah,
He's a dwarf.
it's a
Only a
dwarf, you're
dwarf
right.
feels like this.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's crazy because humans heal like this. They have like one hand in front of the other. Like dwarf is like this. That's crazy. That guy still has that map in his room hidden from his wife and kids. Yeah, be on full display.
I've been waiting long enough. 10.5-hour shift to work. 6-hour wait for the game. It's a good day.
I just bought one, but I bought everything else, the binder, the book. No, I'm going to go home, install it, take a shower, log on, try to claim some names.
I'm very psyched.
What would get you to stop playing?
I don't want to stop.
That's
Why would I want to stop?
I'm going through the time.
That's Hansel.
Oh no! Woo! I'm almost level 61.
Very excited to play this. I've been waiting.
I know that box. I know that box with that laminated like 3D feeling to it, and you rip it open because it has the
Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro right on there. Yeah, no, that's a good box, man.
Bro.
Wow.
I mean,
what a time. Beat it up. I still have that box. Legend. Send it over. Show it off on stream.
we lost a lot of our stuff we had in that fire.
Yeah. I got all my
Sucks.
boxes still. Can't bring myself to I would kill you if you threw them out. Deadzo. No way, dude. You can't throw those out. Those are diamonds.
I would go on eBay and purchase them.
Waiting.
How long are you gonna play for?
All night. All week maybe. All week.
You don't have to work tomorrow?
Work. There's no such thing as work with WoW.
His friend's like, yo, you got him, bro. His friend's like, dude, you fucking cooked him. You cooked him, bro.
Yo, he really thought he cooked so hard right there. Man, BC launch is insane.
Such a special expansion.
BC in particular, though, because you have to understand, 1 to 60 is long. It's a long journey. Most people didn't even do it back then. But, like, to get to 1 to 60 and you think you beat the game, and they come out with an expansion DLC, like, that shit is insane.
What about the people who... There was no pre-patch where, like, Blood Elves and Draenei's came out. If you wanted to be one of them, you were leveling on launch night a Blood Elf.
Dude, I don't know if I would do that.
You have to want to be a Blood Elf or a
So
Draenei
fucking bad.
that you're okay with being... But I guess people just didn't see the game like that back then.
No.
Like, oh, I'm behind.
I guess you're
I
right.
think they didn't give a fuck.
Nah, they didn't. There's no way. I don't think they did.
I think it's more like, no, this is my character. I'm going to experience... like this is my character.
Yeah.
I'm living in this world. It wasn't.
Also, you get to experience the new leveling zones
Yeah.
and Ghostlands and Azure Mist Isle and wow.
Yeah.
Craziest part of BC was replacing your tier 2 40-man raid gear with greens a few zones in. Yo, for real. Grinding resist gear. Oh shit, imagine. Damn. There's some great stuff about Classic, man, but TBC is, wow, TBC is legendary. Legendary. The zone visuals and design, I don't think there's anything like it. Like, I remember as a young kid going into Hellfire Peninsula and seeing like that, what's their name?
Fel Reaver?
The Fel Reaver, obviously, but the guy who's like Manaroth, what's his name? What's their
the
race
one that's
called?
right in the front.
Yeah, I don't know what their race is
Pit Lord.
called. Pit Lords, yeah. And I remember seeing the Pit Lord and being like, holy shit, you want me to fight that thing? Like, are you insane?
Yeah.
Like, you're crazy.
That was just an experience.
Crazy, bro. You'd be the first max level of the new race. That was the payoff.
I mean, yeah, if you got the chums.
Could you imagine, bro, the value of a shaman, a Draenei shaman, is so high.
I mean, same with Blood Elf Paladin.
Draenei Elemental. Yeah, but the thing is Paladin doesn't bring lust. Like, Paladin's great, but they're nowhere near shaman.
They're not
in
also
terms
bring
of
heroic presence.
PBC. Yeah, the 1% hit is what the fuck? That's insane. You go Draenei Elemental Shaman.
Also, if you're a priest, then you get that
Yeah,
Hymn of
Draenei
Hope.
Shadow Priest too. Mana Battery. Oh my god. You're going crazy. That's nuts, bro.
Oh, Ring of Blood's a great, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool quest line. I thought that was pretty cool.
Great starter weapon.
Yeah, there's some good pre-biz stuff there. Just a lot of gold too to make there, you know.
That too. If you do it once you're level 70.
Yeah, I remember the gold to be made there was nice. Very juice. Very juice. That was fun. I remember that. I'd want to do that. But I'd want to play TBC with a community though. I'm not trying to go in there alone and shit and do all like I'm not.
I mean, it would probably just be the leveling and then not much.
Yeah, like I don't really. I never got to
else?
experience what is it? Caverns. What was the dungeon? The second one?
Serpent Shrine.
Serpent
Cavern.
Shrine. Yeah, I never
And
experienced
TK?
that. Never did that. On a progression.
I did SSC.
Really?
While I still had COVID.
I remember I was just getting over COVID when that.
Yeah, I did it. Some guild begged me to go because I was a shadow priest and they said they needed me.
Please, please.
They're like, if you come, we'll give you loot.
Please come
All
to my
right.
raid and give us mana, please.
Sure, man. I'll come.
I'm begging you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We played the Benny Hill music when fishing in Serpent Shrine. Benny Hill. I mean
that's something.
You already know. Lance, do we have any more we want to go through? Do you want to go through the mailbox, man?
Yeah, let's. What time is it? Yeah,
10?
10:04. We got some time.
10:04.
Not too long.
All right, let's dive into the mailbox, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome to Mailbox Mayhem, where we pull the wildest YouTube comments and live chat messages from you all. The takes are hot, and the questions are questionable, but yes, Lance reads all of them. Now, let's dive into the mailbox. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know what time it is, man. Mailbox Mayhem. Time to dive into all your crazy comments, concerns, posts, all of it at once, diving into the mailbox. Let's start with the very first one. It is... This is obviously a hot take, and everyone's going to disagree, but Blizzard is long gone. They can't do good Classic Plus, and Season of Discovery proves that.
I don't think that's a fair. I don't think that's a fair take. I think, like, SOD was such a like they should never have released it when they did. And funny enough, Eben has said in his videos exactly what I thought, but he kind of proved it with what he researched. Is they were only ever like 60 days ahead of schedule, like on what was coming out.
I think less.
Like they just didn't plan it enough, and they
what's
released
the number
too
on
soon.
that? How many days ahead were they?
Like they should have had a plan. And they should have known where they were going from the start all the way through.
Yeah.
And that was their big problem. But to say that they can't do a good Classic Plus is also disingenuous when I'll be honest. I haven't played side, but I've been watching. Like the Ashbringer questline that was super badass.
Yeah.
There's been some stuff that they've done that's really cool.
No,
What's that one dungeon?
They did a lot of Cares and Crypts.
No. The other one. The other one at level 60 where he gave you that axe.
The Demon Fall Canyon.
That was cool.
I think something like that.
Karazhan Crypts was cool. So they've done some really cool stuff, and then also just like that.
Could you imagine less than 30 days to make it a dungeon?
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
It's insane.
And to make a final boss for Molten Core that's extended.
So I don't know who's to blame for that. I don't know if it's Blizzard for making them release it at 30 days after BlizzCon or whatever in 2023 or what. But what they should have done is announced it at BlizzCon, let it cook for 6 months, and then release it.
Or at least 3, 4.
Something.
It was weeks after. It was like 2 weeks.
Well, BlizzCon was like November 3rd, and then they released it on November 30th. Should have never happened.
Called a mismanagement issue, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who did that, but
I love the casual, nice talk podcast-ish videos. Big up for not insane, high annoying music playing in the background. Love this concept. Keep it up. You almost hit 100K. Wish you guys the best. Shout out to my Razio.
Listen, we're on our way to 100K in our plaque. Can I say?
Yeah, we're pulling up on 80,000.
Would hope to have that before midnight.
We're 100 subs away, and FMR, life is pretty good, buddy. Thank you so much for asking. Hoping everything's good. How about you, Lance? Life's going good?
Can't complain about my life. It's pretty good. I'm going back to my dungeon after this stream, so.
No, but yeah, we're close to 80,000. We're 100 subs away, so we should get it in the next couple of weeks. And then, yeah, we're expected to get a shit ton of subscribers moving into midnight, being one of the top creators for retail, so that's a really good experience, so hopefully that pans out well. Not progressing shit in this game until this idiotic time gating is over.
He's clearly talking about the horrific visions.
Is he upset?
No, I don't think so. I think he's happy. I think he really enjoys the game.
Interesting.
Actually.
Jinzo.
No, yeah, I
mean... I'm gonna go poo-poo in your Cheerios. Like, settle down.
It is what it is. I mean, you know, like, sure, it's time gated, but... It's that, like, I don't know. I don't see the reason.
I mean, yeah, I get
that upset is crazy.
I guess. Listen, I was pissed off about the time gating. I mean, I'm still playing the game, though. You don't have to play the game. You don't have to play the video game. Lance, he does not have to play the game.
Not at all.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Constantly reminded why not to deal with the dog shit WoW community. Thanks. Did Male Muncher hurt you? Believe it or not, there are people that don't suck as much as you in this game.
Insane. That's a great one, right?
Yo, is this guy gonna make it? Holy shit.
And I didn't put the rest of them, but they had like a 30 or 40 comment argument, these two guys. Like, it just kept going. Like, it was about a 12-hour thing.
That's awesome.
I think I added fuel to the fire and said, you know what, this guy's right, you're wrong, or something like that.
That is crazy.
It was pretty cool, actually. It was a real freak out. No, it's a real Mailbox Mayhem.
You could just try to have a good time instead of stressing through it. Like, what's the point of playing the game if you're not going to enjoy it and have fun? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm going to be completely real.
Oh, I spoke with this guy that I think what you're about to say is not where he was getting at. He was actually...
Against me? Making guides?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like, saying the fact that you're making guides
is he going to pay my bills?
He basically said you're ruining the game.
I'm ruining the game.
Yeah.
I guarantee in almost every aspect, I'm better than him at this video game.
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
No, let me explain. I'm better at PvP than you. I jump higher than you. I shoot my spells at a farther range than yours. I create characters faster than you.
Oh.
I can come up with a cooler name quicker than you. I can ride faster dragon riding across a zone faster than you. I can create my character at the barbershop the look I want faster than you. I'm better than you.
There's loadouts.
I eat my food and get my well-fed buff faster than you. I kill bosses faster than you. I heal more than you. I tank more than you. I find a group faster. I don't know what to tell you. There's not one thing you do better than me. And you're not going to sit here and try to shame me for making a guide to teach people how to play the fucking video game because Blizzard doesn't do it.
So you're...
Suck on these.
Heel turn.
What? Like, what do you want?
This
like
is Hollywood Sky.
You're going to get mad... Hollywood Hogan Sky. You're going to get mad at me for making a guide teaching people how to play the game? You're an asshole, and you're a bully, and you're a freaking, what is it? What's the word? Like a gatekeeper.
You're a chud.
You're You're gatekeeping, bro. That's bullshit. Lance, you tell him. That's crazy.
Yo, Hollywood Sky is going off right now.
Both you tell them. I don't know, bro. What version of WoW do you think is the best to play right now for longevity?
Retail, man.
For longevity, I'm scared to play Classic because I don't know where my character's eventually going to go. If I had to bet, they're just going to rerun everything. Like I said 2 years ago, everyone's like, there's no way they're going into MOP. There's no way they're going to skip it, and they're going to make Classic Plus by that time. Yeah, they didn't do that, and that was 2 years ago. So, Classic would be kind of cool. MOP, Classic Anniversary, I would stay away.
Let me ask you something. You think they're going to do WoD?
I hope they do.
It's the first expansion ever that is, like, universally known as being hated. Up until
I
now...
like WoD.
Sure, you do. Most people, like 90% of people say it's the worst. So,
do you think they're gonna hopscotch, skip over WoD and go to Legion?
If I'm them, right? I do. I skip it. Either that or you doing a super accelerated WoD, like a 6 month, and you release the new.
I'll tell you what, a 6 month WoD would be fucking insane.
You do one of the new raids every 2 months. Boom, 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 right, one after the next, and then you go right to Legion.
Shit.
And by the way, if they do that, people actually like WoD because all those raids, bang.
What do you mean? There's I think there's only 3 raids,
yes,
but they're universally known as being some of the best raids of all time.
Timewall is the weakest of the 3. Blackrock
Bro,
Foundry,
but you have to understand, Lance. The reason why WoD is so hated, I think it was 18 months. Let's just say 18, 20 months, right?
Longer than that.
Oh my god.
2-year expansion.
2 years? For WoD? In 3 raids?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I think that last raid while they were going through Legion, it lasted a year.
Fuck? That's insane. No wonder it's hated.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening.
Yeah,
and then people are getting pissed off on an 8-week patch cadence in retail. You guys have no idea what you're talking about. You're clueless. It's crazy to me that people are so spoiled, yet they don't understand how good they actually have it.
Yeah, but you don't want to compare.
I know WoD's the worst of the worst. I know. But
cadence ever.
But my point is 3 raids and 3 very, very big significant patches in almost 2 years is a freaking issue. But if they do like a hyper accelerated 6 month to 8 month WoD and then go right into Legion, which is universally known as one of the best expansions ever, bar none, top 3 in almost everyone's argument, that's insane.
Even if they do a 1 year long WoD, nah, even that's too long. I'd say 8 months.
WoD had potential, but it was a drag big time. Love you guys. JC, thanks, buddy. If they get you to pay again for stuff, they will. Oh, absolutely. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Ian, use your video pic at a presentation. Much respect. Yeah, do I have that picture? I think I might.
It's on your Discord. I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but I also took one.
It was pretty cool that he did that, right? It was cool to see that the game director in a presentation
I have it on my Twitter.
Used the thumbnail that we made. That was pretty cool,
Yeah,
huh?
guys, let me show you this really quick.
Well, the content in WoD was not bad. It was the lack of content that made it bad. There was nothing to do. That and Garrisons.
Let's check this out. Podcast duo. PC share. Yo, guys, check it out. This is Ian Hazakostas doing a nice little get together, a nice little presentation, and he used our thumbnail in the presentation. How funny is that? Reno with a tier 1 gifted sub to
Thank you, Reno. It is pretty insane to see the game director use our thumbnail in a presentation he's giving publicly.
Reach up to 100K more users now? Am I throwing? Not.
You want to pay to promote that?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna attach it to that account of our shirt orders too. Insane. Yo, guys, go shout out the boy on Twitter. Show some love. You guys are not animals. Okay, let's go back to Mayhem. Oopsies. Yeah, and then the last one's Canadian. Did Sky do a heel turn on the forum Freakout? Yeah, I like doing those. I like being a bad guy, even though I'm not. The most fun.
You've been a heel for the past 6 months to me. My life. Oh.
Chat at my packs.
I don't know what to tell you.
Chat at my packs. Yo, what'd you guys eat for dinner tonight? I'm a little hungry, dude. Did I eat today? What did I eat today?
Haven't had dinner yet.
I think I ate at like 5. 10 o'clock now, though, so that's a problem. Interesting.
I got garlic steak bites waiting for me at home.
Wow. I wonder if my pizza's in the oven. Pizza time. Ground beef and rice with chili sauce. Ain't no wrong with that.
It's delicious.
How's the young one, Fudd, by the way? How's the little lady? That's wicked they use your thumbnail. Yeah, they really whipped out the Comeback Kids thumbnail tier list. That's kind of crazy.
That was pretty insane.
That's pretty funny, though. I mean, I'll fucking take it. I don't care. 2 omelets at 7 a.m. and a monster in my hand right now. You're a dog, Reno. You're working like a freaking... Oh, my God, you're a dog. Chicken patty sandwiches. Yeah, by the way, nothing wrong with that. I love that, chicken patties. Oh, we had that on a launch before. I think we had chicken patties with fries. Taco Bell for the win with full sugar Mountain Dew for the first time in a minute. Yeah.
Delicious.
You know what's funny? I'm thinking about Taco Bell right now, as we speak. Or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I gotta chill.
You should probably chill.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I want some Taco Bell. And then I want to come here and play all night, but I can't. I'm a freaking loser, and I go to bed and I eat decent. What a fucking terrible life I live. What is this?
Sheesh.
This is embarrassing. Chicken parm tacos. Wow.
Chicken parm taco. I never heard of that one, but
Chipotle pepper homemade tacos. Wow, that's delicious. Closing in on 3 feet tall.
Oh, she's big. She's big.
Lance.
Yeah.
What's up with Atlas?
Atlas is definitely not 3 feet tall, bro.
He's absolutely not 3 feet tall. You should get Taco Bell. Liliana says so. Must obey raid leader, right? Yo, shit. I guess you're right. Let's do it.
He's looking for an excuse to go get him some.
Listen, now I gotta get Taco Bell. Shit. Let's go to the duo real quick.
Only ever eat Taco Bell with you, by the way.
2 feet 8 inches or so, but she's only 13 months. Yeah, that's insane. Atlas is absolutely not 2 feet 8 inches.
I don't know. I actually have to ask Lexi what his height. I don't
measure him.
Measure
him.
It's
measure the boy.
Thing is, he's long. He's just not wide.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, really quick. Where's our guild leader Star at? Yo, the lady is, she's probably downstairs watching a movie or cleaning or something like usual, bro. She's always freaking moving around. Do you guys actually understand the extent of how much content we're about to be knee deep in? Let's break this down.
Well, 11.2 announcement tomorrow.
Can you imagine? I will do an emergency podcast. Anyways, June 17th, we're apparently getting the 0.7. That's in 2 weeks from now. Roughly. Settle down. Roughly 2 weeks. 2.5, whatever. That's a lot of new shit. Delve changes, updates, lore walking, a Wrathy campaign, and I'm sure more stuff that I forgot to mention. Convince me to play retail. The best way I could convince you is that you could play with me and Lance. That's the #1 way. I would say if you haven't tried it in a long time, it's really good for the solo player. You might like it. I would love to play with you sometime.
And we have a lovely community.
Yeah, we have like 30 to 40 people on every single night playing, hanging out, goofing off, being in voice chat. And I know you love hanging out in voice chat. Let's not sit here and pretend like I don't see you all the time back then. So, Jedi mind trick. You're going to play retail. But after the 0.7, obviously we're getting the major patch, which is Season 3. We're getting new raids and everything. And guys, from that point onward, it's the biggest content and heading into the hype of the expansion, the new expansion. Oh,
I mean, it's gonna.
Thank you.
No, it's gonna be all gas. As soon as that.
All gas, no brakes. Yeah, I mean.
The second 11.2 comes out. Actually, the second it's announced, it's full steam ahead because then that's gonna come out, and then you're gonna have a little bit after. As soon as the hype for that wears off, probably we're gonna get that 11.2.5. Shortly after that, we're gonna get the Legion remix.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, what about TBC? Anytime after that, Mop is in between there. Like,
yeah, Mop is coming up in a
I
month.
mean, holy shit! It's
So-
like I can't breathe.
No, it's nonstop.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's exciting though, man. It's exciting. It's such a fun time. A lot of W's. Getting ready to rack up. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in, man. Once again, 40 plus of you in the YouTube. I think at one point we had 19 or 18 on Twitch. So shout out to you guys. A lot of things are going to pick up soon. A new major patch coming with a 0.7 in a couple weeks. Major patch, and it's going to be absolutely insane. I think we're going to start streaming. Let's get it. Yo, I'll duo stream with you, bro. Let's do it. Fuck it.
Oh, you gotta make sure you raid someone.
Oh, smart. Lance is so good with that shit. / raid. Let's see who's on. Lance, can you
I'll tell you who.
let me go
Let's
to
see
Twitch.
if
Oh, Hammer's on.
is Tello on.
Tagho's on. Josito's on.
No, not that. Hammer dance, please.
Yeah. Tello's on. Oh, but I gave Tello last time. I gotta give Hammer this time.
Tello doing?
Tello? I don't know. Let's find out. It's over, amigos. Sod is back. Okay.
Hammer.
Yo, guys, show some love right now, please, dude. This is one of my favorite creators. Talk about originality and just dying to make a name for himself. There's 40 of you in this YouTube chat. Go show some love, dude, please. He is a fucking awesome classic creator. One of my homies. And genuinely a really, really cool guy. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back here next Wednesday. God bless every single one of you guys. I love you, for real. Thank you so much for being part of the community. I will see you guys in a short amount of time. Much love, guys.